Hello everybody, I am Conquering History Games, and welcome to a new campaign on the channel. Today I'm going to be playing some Crusader Kings 2 and doing one of the Monarch's journeys. Now, if you have seen my Crusader Kings 2 A Game of Thrones Aegon Goes East campaign, you know that I've said that I'm going to be doing a couple of campaigns to sort of shake some rust off before I go for a big Survivor campaign where I'm going to do the full 1066 to 1453 timeline, where I'm going to try to form the Empire of Outremer, and then depending on how much time I have after that, I'm going to keep going. And so that's going to be a long, complex campaign, because I also have some interesting secondary goals. At least I think they're interesting secondary goals. But I haven't been able to play as much Paradox in the first half of the year as I would like, so I thought I'd do some shorter things, and the Monarch's Journey seem perfectly tailored for that. Now, there is a new Monarch's Journey that's out. I'm trying to figure out a good way to win that one. Usually I don't mind recording and uploading my failures in Crusader Kings 2, but I think that with the Monarch's Journey campaigns, people, when they're looking them up, are specifically looking for ways to complete the challenges so that they could unlock the cosmetics for Crusader Kings 3. So I don't want to upload anything that just shows me failing miserably, because whereas with a normal campaign there's at least a little entertainment value in that, with the Monarch's Journeys, people are, you know, it's like you're getting a manual, but the manual doesn't work. Anyway, so I'm going to do the new one that's out soon, but I found out that you could actually go back and still play some of these older Monarch's Journeys, which I think is just fantastic. So we're going to actually go, and some of these I did play in live streams, but I want to get something formally recorded. So we're going to start with the original one, King Konan, who was Konan II, the Duke of Brittany. I'll talk about him in detail when we go in there, which I guess we should just go ahead and start. So we're going to restart, and so all these campaigns will be on Bronze Man mode, because the goal of the campaign is to get the points. That also means I'm sometimes going to try to get the points in any cheap way possible. Not really going for honor here, but then again, when has Crusader Kings 2 ever been an honorable game? So let's just jump into it, yeah? Oh, right, yeah, I need to make it. Okay, so I'm going to call this Bronze Man Konan for YouTube. Alright. Probably saw that I've already been testing some things in as a bus Arab in the 1310 start. Go check out my 1310 Interesting Starts campaign, or excuse me, character video. There are quite a lot of them. I think that video is almost an hour long. You know how I like jibber jabber about historical figures, which is something I'm going to do right now, actually. So, King Konan of Brittany was never actually called king in his own lifetime. He was the Duke of Brittany when we start here in the fateful year of 1066. He'd already been reigning for about... well, I guess it sort of depends on how you count it. He had a regent, but he's been ruling independently for about 9 years, 10 years at this point. Now, historically, he was somebody who was an older brother of... or no, excuse me. He was the son of the previous King Elm III of Brittany. They're stylizing this king, but they really would have been called dukes. Although one of the goals is going to be that we're going to recreate the Kingdom of Breton. So this is a duchy that has historically had a long rivalry with the Duchy of Normandy, which is currently ruled by Duke William the Bastard, probably about to become William the Conqueror here shortly. Although how this plays out is going to have a big influence on how the rest of the game goes. But Conan and William hated each other, even more so than members of the Dukes of Brittany and the Dukes of Normandy did usually. And it's one of those chicken and the egg things where they would just both increasingly antagonize each other more and more and more. But right before that we get to this 1066 start, Normandy and Brittany have just finished fighting a war that was sparked because William continuously kept funding the enemies of Conan here, and so Conan continually had to stomp down insurrections, including that of his uncle. Or was his uncle through his mother? It's Odo. His uncle Odo. That's what matters here. Who who would like try to organize nobles and whatnot against him. So right now we're in the year 1066, and William historically sent a letter to all the neighboring people down here in France, because William had a bad habit of interfering in their affairs, sometimes on their side, sometimes against them, including even the kings of France. But William sends out a letter saying, hey, I'm about to go claim England, so I'm going to be leaving my country empty because I'm taking all my soldiers over there, but nobody had better attack me while I'm away, because the Pope himself has blessed my invasion, and so just don't. King Konan received this letter and immediately says, oh, I'm absolutely going to be invading you now, William. Fuck you. And fuck you again! Sorry for cursing, but so he invaded Western Normandy, and things were kind of going well because there wasn't any real resistance, but then he suddenly died in December of 1066, the year of years, from poisoned gloves, allegedly. But gloves that didn't poison him from just wearing them. Apparently he wiped his mouth with them, like he touched his face, and then that's how the poison entered his body, which I think is kind of like really funny dark humor during these COVID-19 hashtag times. So that's all you have to know, and that's what's going to be informing the challenge here. Oh yeah, I should have said one more thing. He also had no legitimate children when he died, so that it ended up passing to his sister, but effectively that was the end of this line of kings of Brittany, or dukes of Brittany, I should say. So that's all you need to know to kind of know how these challenges work and why we're going for them. The first one is called time bending, where we have to control a series of counties, not directly necessarily, they just have to be inside of our kingdom or empire or whatever it is. We already start with 9 of them because we have all the ones here in Brittany, but we also need to get, and I'll zoom in here so you can see them on the map, we need to get Anjou, Maine, Mortagne, Caen, then all the Brittany ones that are over here, and Cornwall and Devon, which are currently parts of England. So yeah, essentially we need to expand into West Normandy, a little bit into France, and chop off this kind of Celtic piece of England, which is going to be a grand total of 15. Yeah, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Obviously, there's going to be issues here because the King of France has, let's see, 8.3 thousand troops, and we have, 1.3 thousand troops. So it's going to be difficult. But the good news is that this just has to be completed anytime that we're playing the dynasty member, so we don't have to worry about getting this done in one lifetime. Next up is gloves come off. We need to have to get the gold here. We're gonna need 5 legitimate heirs. This is my number 1 priority right now because I have to do this while I'm still playing as Konan. Now, a cheeky thing that I might be able to do here is I do have a son here, but he's a bastard. He's not legit. But I can legitimize him later if I have 20 piety. I've already got 15. I can legitimize him in a matter of months. But that's not really going to help because it's only going to get me to 1 and I need to get to 5. So what I'll probably do is try to have 4 other sons and then legitimize him so that I could get the gold. And finally, we have the preemptive self-defense, which I'm going to call the Mark strategy, based off of a real-life friend who loves to invade your territories, citing that you're the one who's being aggressive just for existing. But of course, the Normandys and the Devriens hated one another, so neither can live while the other survives. Very Harry Potter and Voldemort. So we have to kill 7 members of the de Normandie dynasty, and if we manage to kill William, that'll count for 2 points, which is pretty cool. I don't think we're gonna grab him though. I'd much rather he see his family members die and he can suffer that way. So we gotta get 7. Alright, so first things first, because we are Bretons, which is part of the Celtic culture group, we have access to maybe the best possible succession law, and that is Tanistry. So for those of you who don't know, Tanistry says that the ruler and all vassals at 1 or 2 ranks below the ruler can nominate an heir, Tanist, where Tanistry comes from among the members of the ruler's dynasty. Vassals will tend to favor older members from other branches of the family, especially claimants. Now, there's pros and cons to this, but this is going to be very good for the purposes of this challenge because, of course, whenever you have elective could become problematic because your vassals will inherit somebody. Like they always seem to go for your inbred, drooling, dwarf, idiotic, second cousin once removed, rather than going for your genius, beautiful heir, like first son. But it'll keep things in the dynasty, so we won't get a game over, or like we won't lose the highest tier title. So we're gonna do that immediately. Too easy, because everybody likes us right now. For successor nomination, I guess I'll just leave it as sister. Kind of don't have a choice right now. We're going to be having some children soon enough. Okay, other things that I wanted to do to set up is, well, first off, how big is my court? I've got 12 people in my court. Oh, by the way, I also have a strong claim on the Duchy of Normandy, which I could use at any time. I'm not going to be using it right now because William starts with an obscene amount of troops to facilitate him taking care of England. But it is good to have that. But the first thing I want to do is we need to get married, of course. So here's what I'm going to do. We need to go up here to Scotland. Okay, fantastic. So Malcolm is still on his first wife, Queen Ingeborg of Scotland. And so I do not think that he has the Wessex girl, Margaret. All right, so she's somewhere out there in the world still. Probably in England. She's not going to go up to Scotland until after William takes over. Alright, we're looking here. Aha! Here we go. Margaret Edward Sutor of Wessex, who has a strong claim on the Kingdom of England. Of course, the House of Wessex is where Alfred the Great is from. We're going to want to marry into this ASAP, which, yeah, no problem. It's going to give me 49 prestige as well because I'm marrying into this famous house, and I'm going to get 100 because I'm marrying a relative of the king, because Harold is related to the Wessexians. I'm not entirely sure I remember how, though. But it's how he gets his claim. It's a big part of it. It might be via marriage. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's through his wife. Or no. I don't have time. You know what? That doesn't matter. This isn't a Harold campaign, but he is somehow related to Wessex, which is part of the reason why he's the one who gets elected to king. I need to play him one day. People don't play the Godwins. They always just lose. Could be fun. Alright. Now, I have some siblings here. Yeah, I have a sister, but she's already married. This guy's kind of old. He might die soon. So we need to marry some family members for alliances. Alright, so this is my half-brother, Joffres. Let's find him somebody nice and young. Yeah, I would normally marry into France, but we're going to be expanding into France later. So let's see what we've got here. Heinrich IV has got some older sisters who I think should have some. They're going to have weak claims that could be inherited. Ooh, dang it. Okay, Utah is already engaged. How about Adelaide? Alright, she's 20 and not married. Adelaide and then Adela. Neither of them are married. Okay, very good. So we got kind, arbitrary, oh, damn it, they're celibate. Alright, are you celibate? Also celibate. I think they were packed away to nunneries in real life or something like that. Okay, well, it doesn't matter because this is just for an alliance anyway. So we'll set that marriage up. Now, here is the sneakiness. Actually, no, we're not going for the sneakiness yet. First thing we also need to do is we want to get some people to join my court. I want somebody... I normally don't do this, and really it's something I should do. We're going to be specifically looking for somebody with very high diplomacy. So I want somebody who's in my religion, somebody who's a man, somebody who's not a ruler. Well, that's not really going to affect it because I want them to join my court. But okay, boom, right here. We've got somebody. Antonino Diaz, courtier of Asturias de Santillana, who's got 19 diplomacy, and we're gonna need this because I want to fabricate a claim on Anjou, because Anjou is not part of the Duchy of Normandy, so we're going to have to take that out on its own. The Grey Eminence as well. I love that Grey Eminences have better fertility. It's like the game knows that you're going to be breeding them. He's honest. Well, that's actually good for diplomacy, but it's kind of ironic because we're not going to be using him for that. So we're going to bring him in. And how's my spy master? 3! Horrid. Absolutely horrid. Alright, we've got here Bjorn. A courtier in Upland. Ooh, he's a lunatic, though. Let's pass him by. Alright, we've got here Savare de Thouars. He's a Frenchman who also has a strong claim on the county of Thouars, which borders us. Very interesting. I don't think I'm going to be taking that, but it's good to have. His successor will inherit the claim. Why not? Anything that makes us stronger. So let me just make sure there's nothing bad here. Like, oh, man. But Bjorn here is a genius. He's a genius and lustful. It would be so easy to breed him in. No. Okay, no. Let's just lustful, greedy, brave. Yeah, we're not hiring these people for breeding purposes. All right. Next up. So let's see how many people are coming in. We got a couple spouses that are going to be entering the court. We're going to have we have 12 people in the court. We got to keep it under a certain amount because one of the things that Paradox did, and I actually think it was a really smart idea, is that when your court hits 30, everybody's fertility just plummets, and so that way they're not having tons and tons of babies, and then the game just slows down to nothing because there's just way too many characters. Like you'll have 1 million characters or whatever. So we've got 2 spouses coming in, 2 people I invited for the court. That's going to bring us up to 16. For the court, for the council. And I'm stuttering a lot today. I had some water before I started recording. So, and there's so much I haven't done. I haven't done like my ambition or anything. Yeah. I want to become the king of Brittany, which will be easy because I just need to create the duchy, and I could create the kingdom because I own every single county within it. Which I don't think always used to be the case. I think that this county here, or was it Retz? I think Retz didn't always used to belong to it in this start. Okay, character focus. We're going to go seduction, because I need to be having children quickly. Alright, so what was I saying? We're going to be up to 16? Alright, now let's start bringing in debutantes. 8.5 gold! Are you kidding me? Alright, well, we're going to do that. Paranoid, cruel, mystic... Alright, so we're gonna bring in 8 of them. Not 8 of them, 5 of them. Just to increase our odds that we could hopefully impregnate 5 different women at a time. Actually, no, we've already got 1 son. Make that 4. So we're gonna bring in 4. Elise. Alright, so that cost me a pretty penny. I'm down to 30 gold already, which is not fun. Alright. Now, who's got the best fertility? The gate. Various, arbitrary, amateurist, plotter, proud, greedy, patient, stubborn. Okay, none of these are particularly great, so we're just gonna seduce her first. We'll just kind of go in order. So let me actually write these down so I know who they are. Alright, so the 4 people we're going to try to seduce is Luer, Leon. They all should be 17, which is nice. They're very ripe. Gloiomend de Rennes. We gotta make sure they don't marry anybody. Alice Guenec and Anna de Herve. And of course we have our Wessexian wife coming in. So really, I probably should have only invited 3 to save myself a little bit of money. Alright, what else is there for me to do? So we got an alliance hopefully set up with the HRE. We're going to try to get a claim into England for our child through Margaret, who historically was, of course, a very famous queen, lots of children. I think like 4 of her kids ended up becoming kings of Scotland, including David I, who led the Davidian restoration, the Davidian, what do you call it? The Davidian Revolution. Okay, and then here is now finally my big plan here. Now, This is William the Bastard right here, but he is not the founder of his dynasty. So I think, in theory, I could bring anybody in his family into my court, and that will make them. Then I could kill them once they're in my court, which will be much easier, because the people in my court should not be really big fans of them. Oh, this person's my cousin, actually. That's kind of funny. Will that mean he'll come into my court? Yes. Great. Okay, so he's going to come to my court, and so then he's going to bring Adelaide. And that should also bring in a few of their children. Oh, no, wait, yeah, their children aren't do not belong to the to that. All right, now I don't think any we can invite any of William's children, as much as I would like to, but I guess that's just the way it goes sometimes. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we have this branch family, so this is Uncle Richard. Alice here is underneath the spy master. She's not going to come along. Alright, we have another de Normandy here, whose husband has no land. He's a hunchback. He will not come. Damn it. Come on, there's got to be somebody out here. Alright. Here we go, another de Normandy. Nope, this person holds land. Okay. Married into the de Hauteville's. Of course they did. Alright, so still, we're going to be able... It looks like we're going to be able to bring 2 members of the de Normandy family into our court. Okay, oh, no, we have another one here. This guy has a county, though. We need unlanded ones. Yes. Yeah, so what's cool here is it's great to find ones with claims, because you see right here, Hugh de Normandy, this is, how's this guy related to William? This looks like he's his first cousin once removed. This one right here, Hugh de Normandy. And he has a claim on the county of AU, which is over here somewhere, I think. Yeah, right here. And William will not press that claim, because William, this is a different William, but Duke William nor Count William will not. Yeah. Oh, okay. Blah, I'm stuttering all over the place. So this Hugh de Normandy is the brother of the current Count of EU. So of course this Count is not going to say, "Sure, brother, you can be the Count now." So I'm going to tell Hugh, "Hey, Hugh," or this is the implication, you know, "Hugh, if you come over and join my court, maybe I'll press your claim." So we're going to grab him. Now, he has another brother, right? Robert de Normandy, who, once again, yeah, he has the power to press the claims. Good, good, good. And they've already got wives. And so we're going to kill all of these children. It's going to be fucking amazing. Can't wait. Anybody else? I hope that I'm doing this right. Okay, who's your parent? We have a court chaplain here. This is a commander. Countess Hundo, whose husband is a count. All right, so what was that? Five members of de Normandy who we're going to be able to invite into our court. So that's going to take us to high 20s. All right. So I think that was everything I wanted to do. I know that was a ton of setup, but you know, I'm going to measure 10 times and cut once rather than measure once and cut 10 times, as they say. So now we just wait for everybody to stroll in, although actually we have some other decisions we have to do. We definitely want a court physician. I don't want to die before I have all my kids. We could create a couple of duchies here. We only need to create one more. And we're going to also need piety. Wait, did I actually set up that marriage that I meant to? Did I forget to do that? Or what? No, let's give it a few days and then the pop-up should happen. Am I doing this right? Hold on a sec, you know what? Let me double check. Okay, women. Here we go. Yeah, did I not set up the marriage? Send... Oh, currently considering another officer. Okay, I did do that. Because that's the key to the whole operation, is going after England. so we can get these. I could just fabricate, but I don't think we're going to need to do that. Okay, so there's Robert. He is now in my court. Let's start picking off his children. We're going to plot to kill his youngest daughter. Alright, Hugh de Normandie has joined us. So has, yeah, here we go, Saver de Thoers. That's going to be my new spy master. Okay, and as for Chancellor, we're looking for... Not here yet. Margaret and King Konan are getting married. We can collect a royal aid duty to pay for the ceremonies. This is not going to be very... It's not going to give us very much either way. I guess let's get a little bit of gold. Oh, Harold, if only you knew what I was plotting. So it's going to be interesting to see who wins here. With my luck, it'll be William, because then it'll be incredibly hard to defeat him. Alright. Antonino Diaz. This was going to be my new Chancellor. Good. To fabricating a claim on Anjou as quickly as possible. Yeah, it's kind of a double-edged sword because... Wait, what is this? Let's read this event first. Your ranges report of a suspected witch living in the outskirts of the realm. They have never been able to prove that the woman practiced sorcery, although the villagers do not trust her. Actually, no, she doesn't have high enough learning. I always say 15 or bust. Damn it. Oh, my potential new lover, though, could be a court physician. Let's do that. All right. So we're trying to fabricate a claim there. I also want my spy master to build our spy network over here in Anjou. Let's collect some taxes because we need money to create titles so that I can become king. What else do I want to do? What can I do when I live in a shoe? Okay, we're gonna just train some troops. Let's keep it simple. And research cultural tech is always good. Set our crown focus. So much to do. Designated regent. I don't know about that yet. Okay, and my son. Let's have him follow the way of the faith. I don't want him plotting to kill me later or early. Gotta have those kids. The kids are the #1 priority, like I said. Okay, so it's kind of the way that we're gonna win this. It kind of depends on a few things, because I'm pretty sure that Devon and Cornwall will be the last areas that we get. Now, if Harold Godwinson wins, that would be good for us in the sense that William should then be severely weakened. We might be able to press our claim there if the Holy Roman Empire is not at war with somebody else, which they currently are. They're fighting France over Zealand. That's pretty standard. It happens every game. But once that war is done, we might be able to call him in to help us defeat William, and then we can get this big chunk here. But if William wins, that means that Normandy is going to leave France because William will now be King of England and the ruler of Normandy, so France will become weaker, and we can then go after France for Anjou, but Anjou is only a one-county thing, so not really totally worth it. I guess a best-case scenario here would be Harold Hardrade winning, because he's not going to be able to hold on to England. There's going to be revolts happening constantly. It's pretty difficult, but it also will mean that William is weaker. So that's the best case scenario we're going for here is Norway winning, because then also, because there's so many revolts, we might be able to pick off just Cornwall and Devon. I don't have to become the king of all of England. Here's hoping, right? Okay, I am attending. Let's get seducing. I am attending a festive outing with Lucer. Unfortunately, half the court is also here, and I am having trouble getting any alone time with my amorous quarry. I'm gonna leave her a note to meet me by the stream. This tends to go best. Oh man, no, it didn't. I guess I was wrong. I've waited for hours by the stream, hoping that Luer would be able to shake her friends and chaperones to meet me, but the sun is about to set. She's clearly not coming. Alright, I don't give up that easily. Yash, still a yash. Okay, we have a righteous imprisonment here. We can try to imprison the Count Iosilin of Brerek. We have a 69% chance of winning. Going against the will of the council will be viewed as an act of tyranny, so the council is not going to let me do this. I didn't really stack it, did I? Because I was trying to go for the number right now. C'est la vie and all that. Let's increase our vassal limit because we're going to probably have more of them later. We might have to bribe some of these people. Somebody wants to marry my courtier Gloemed. This is the one that I invited, right? When I wrote this down. Yeah, this is Genoa. We're gonna decline. No, she's only for me. It's my harem and you can't touch it. I am attending a festive outing. Okay, it's the same thing. So this time I'm just gonna try to flirt with her directly. Despite never getting a chance to be alone with her, I do believe my winning personality has impressed her. Okay, so it's getting better. Yeah, she's attracted to me. She's been flattered by me. It should just be a matter of time. Or we get it on. Yeah, yeah. Wow, I've got a lot of marriage ties. Of course, this is kind of falsely inflated. We have the Countess of Wiltshire here. Oh, because she's also of Wessex. This is good. There's going to be a lot of claims of England running around, and one of them will be my family. Here's Margaret. How does she feel about me, by the way, right now? She's attracted to me because I'm strong. Oh my goodness gracious. I was so busy going into the historical context and all of the challenges and my plans that I didn't even go over my character. So he's a flamboyant schemer, which could be helpful. It's actually really helpful. I've got 19 intrigue. He is strong, which is always nice, especially because being strong gives you a fertility boost. He's cynical. He's paranoid, but he's ambitious. So we have lots of good traits here, especially our intrigue. Our martial is not bad at all. Like 11 is nothing to sneeze at. Alright, so let's check this midnight snack. I managed to chance upon Liuer alone in the kitchen when she came down for her usual late snack. We talked and laughed for hours, and I can tell the attraction is growing. Hoping I've read her correctly, I lean in to whisper in her ear. I could confess my love, make a lewd suggestion, or quote love poetry. We're gonna go with, let's see, she's paranoid, cruel, mystic, a schemer, patient. I don't think let's see, she's paranoid and cruel. I don't think confessing love is gonna work. She's got learning. Let's quote love poetry to her. I sure know how to cajole women. Liuer and I spent the night making sweet illicit love in her bed. I snuck off in the wee hours, leaving the court clueless, I hope. Vidi, 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 or let our love grow. Do I need to be falling in love with this woman? No, I don't. This is for children and nothing else. Alright, so then that's it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm Conquering History Games. Please be sure to subscribe and click that bell so you're going to be notified whenever new videos in this series go up. Hopefully it's going to go well. I don't anticipate that this is going to be a very long series. I don't want it to be, because I want to do that Survivor campaign at some point. You know, certainly get started before the summer ends or anything like that. Probably gonna have to start in early July, maybe like after the 4th. Anyway, yeah, I hope to see you all around. You have yourselves a wonderful day.